Oh my God. I can't get it back in. Hey guys, Kieran here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. So the delivery guy who's just been, so that can mean only one thing for me. More car parts. So this is a Apple CarPlay head unit, as the OEM one doesn't have CarPlay. So I'm going to try and unbox it on camera for you just so that you guys can see me open it. So let's dive into it. Okay, so I will unbox it on camera just so that you guys can also see me unbox it. So let's just get the box open. As always, you get user manuals. And then I believe that this is the screen itself. It's a 10.25 inch screen in comparison to the stock one. I'm not actually sure what the stock one is, but I will put up a photo or a video of it in comparison to the stock one. And then I believe underneath is all of the wiring. So there is quite a lot of wiring to do. Okay, so to fit this CarPlay screen, you actually have to take out the entire center console again, which obviously I did do in the last video. So that should be a breeze. So let's get on with the install. Okay, so we have to start exactly the same way as before. Obviously take off the silver trim. Let's get the two Torx out. And then this time though, we need to take this entire piece out. So we'll have to dewire all of it. And then we can start getting the screen out. Okay, so with the entire center console obviously all unplugged, we can now just gently move this out of the way, as obviously it is quite fragile. So we'll just get that out of the way and then move on to the next step. Okay, so with the center console removed, you can now access the radio. There's two T20s, one here and one here. You just need to take them out slightly, then pop the two clips forward and then pull the radio unit out. So you only need to take them out this far, just so that they're just out of the thread. And then there's sort of like these like little tension points which just hold them in place. Just like that. So as you can see, they're not going anywhere. And then just gently pull these two down and then pull the unit out. Okay, so with the head unit pulled forward, there's a plug on the back, which I'm gonna struggle to show. It's right here. You just need to unplug that, connect in the wiring that come with the CarPlay unit. So obviously plug that into this connector and then plug this connector here back into this. Okay, so a little side note, I'll try to show you as best as I can. If your OEM radio unit has these two orange connectors, then you need to just pull this little tab forward, unplug them and then plug them into the new wiring. Ironically, mine just pop out. So it's just this orange connector here, and then you just plug that into the new wiring. So now with the orange one into the main plug, you now get the adapter and obviously plug that back into the original plug, pretty much just like that. So just like that, it's now connected. Obviously you've got the adapter wire on. So now let's move on to the next step. Okay, so with the unit now done, we have to move on to taking this trim here off so that we can get the screen out. You're supposed to use a plastic trim tool, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way on how I'm going to get that out. But then after that, there's basically two T20s just here, and then the screen just slides out. Okay, so trim piece has been removed. I just used a flathead, which probably wasn't the right way to do it, but it didn't mark the lever, which is cool. So I'll try and get an angle on how to do it, but literally here and here, there's two T20s, so we'll get them removed now. Okay, so I'm filming it as best as I can, but as you can see, there is a hole here and a hole here, and that's where the two T20s are. So you obviously just need to stick the screwdriver in there, or the Torx piece, and remove them. Okay, so with the two bolts removed, which are an absolute nightmare to do, the screen just comes straight out, and then you have two connectors here, which you just need to unplug. With the screen out of the way, you need to get your other set of connectors, and this one here needs to plug into the blue one, and then the rest of these, apart from the white one, get shoved down the back of here. So I'd recommend zip tying these just to keep them neat. So plug that connector in, shove these into there, and then on to the next step. Okay, so after you've done that little bit of wiring, you then have the main plug off of the main loom. This needs to go up and obviously out through here so that it can plug into your new screen. You can drop the dashboard down to obviously put it out, through, and then back in. But I have seen a video where you can apparently just squeeze it up and through. So I'm obviously going to try that first, because taking the glove box out is just, if I don't have to, I don't want to. So let's try this first. So as you can see, you can actually feed the plug up through the center console. Just be careful of all of the little adapters. So obviously I've still got to get them through, but I'm just sort of letting you guys know that obviously you don't want to break them. So just sort of try and wriggle them up gradually, even if you have to do a couple of them separately, just so that you can get that up to the screen. Okay, so good news, that is all of the wiring done. We basically now just got to do everything in reverse. The only difference is that obviously the new screen doesn't come with the piece already on it, so that is right here. So I've just got to screw or clip that onto that, then pop the new screen on, pop the radio back into the bit that it goes in, center console, and then we're done. Okay, so quick side note, you do actually need to take the 2 screws that you took out of the top part out of the old screen, and then this actually screws in first. So that'll go in there, screw that back in, and then you clip the screen on. Okay, so after a lot of back and forth, that finally fits, and just like you don't need to force it in. There's obviously a lot of wires that weren't there before, so you can tuck some of them down the center, and then you can tuck some of them down where we just fed that wire from. But obviously, because there's a lot of wires, there is a lot of screwing around with that. That was not easy. That took 15 minutes. So now we can put the 2 T20s back in, and then we can, first of all, I'm going to test the unit just in case it doesn't work, and then we'll go ahead with fitting the rest of the car back up. Okay, so finally the 2 Torx pieces are back in, and now I can finally test the screen. So with that perfect timing, my key died, so I went and got my spare key, and now we're going to test if the screen turns on. So let's just flip it up. Ignition on. Okay, so the screen does turn on, which is a result. So I'm just going to bolt it all back in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I had to lock in and just get the screen on, because it's getting pretty dark and I need to get this done. Like, it's taken way too long. So the screen's on. I'm just going to clip this trim here back on the top. Obviously, I'm just going to do a time lapse of me putting the entire interior back together. So the radio back in, the center console back in. So let's get to it. Oh my God, I can't get it back in. Okay guys, so as you can see, the new CarPlay unit is in. I think it looks pretty good. This is the old one for comparison. It's not quite as wide, but it is taller, but I do like this. So now I've just got to go through, figure out how to set it up, and then once I have actually set it up, I will get back to you. I'm pretty sure that I've actually just figured it out. You literally just go onto your phone and pair it with the screen. So let's do that. Let's allow, and let's see if it does it. Connect to CarPlay, connect. I don't know if you guys saw that. allow, and as we can see, it's a little bit bright, but CarPlay is on and it looks pretty good. Okay, so as you can probably tell, it is a different day. It was just getting a little bit dark out and I wanted to get some good clips of the screen actually on. So if I now turn on the ignition, you will see that the photo that shows up is actually a picture of my car, which is pretty sick. So I'll just get a close up on that for you. And if we give the screen a second, it should automatically connect to my phone. So as you can see, that is CarPlay. So if I now just, for instance, YouTube Music, as you can see, it just loads up, maps, and the screen is actually pretty responsive, which is great, as obviously it is from AliExpress. So overall, I'm actually quite happy with it. So unfortunately, this is the end of the video, but if you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.